It's the city of rock and roll, and this place sure is rocking as they await the start of this one. We're here at Huntington Bank Field in Cleveland, Ohio. Coming up, a highly anticipated contest between the Atlanta Falcons and the Cleveland Browns. Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And off we go from Cleveland. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is first and 10.
Ready! Liking 18, go!
Now the first carry for Quinshon Judkins. Only finds a couple of yards of space. It's second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Another one for Judkins. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down.
Ready!
Here he goes, third and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. And we talked about it earlier. Brought a losing streak into the building with him. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Fair catch the signal, and he brings it in at the 23.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. On play action, here's Williams. He puts some juice on it. It connects on the deep shot. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons don't need long to take a 6-0 lead.
The kicker on for the point.
It's an old adage, but it's a true adage. Speed kills. And gosh, I love that, Kate. Right from the jump, you don't wait to get your playmaker started. Get him the ball early. Put a fear of God into this defense.
Browns nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35.
On the set.
Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out first and 10.
Come on, come on. Set. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lions. Buffalo 18. Ready.
They'll go play action for Sanders. Escapes going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. The Falcons bring it in, and they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
You know, this just can't happen on first down. It really can't. I mean, ball security is at a premium on every down, every distance. But on first down, it is especially a killer.
And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get another 6 to make this a 13-0 game. Well, they certainly wasted no time in making that turnover hurt even more. They looked to the end zone on the very first play, Brock, and they connected.
You know, Kate, I love it. It was an ambush to begin the drive. They attacked that end zone against a defense who was out there on short notice and not ready for that sudden change they talk about.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Tag! 70 Lions!
Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground, you could throw beyond the sticks, and really create some indecision now defensively.
No! No! Flash! Alert! Alert! Let go!
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. Well, that's not what the offense styled up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Sanders now on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Atlanta.
From the red zone on 1st. Makes the catch. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Falcons push their lead to 21-zip already.
Browns, nothing.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Fields this one at the 3. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Handoff now to Judkins. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Another gain to Judkins. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
brought down.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Cup 19! Cup 19! Go!
From the gun, Judkins will cobble together a yard there. Troy Anderson that time with the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's the end of one, and yikes, things looking a little out of hand already. It's an early advantage for the Falcons. We'll return to Huntington Bank Field after this. We're ready now for the second quarter. Browns in control of it. They've got 3rd and 8.
Viking 18!
They'll throw 3rd and long. On target here to Njoku. And they're going to get just inside that red zone on the big play down to the 19. Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone.
First down.
70 Lions!
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Eagles! 60 Eagles! 60 Bobcats! 60 Bobcats! Ready, right?
Play action, Sanders. Flushed out of the pocket. Falcons driving in, and they're going to bring him down. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on 2nd down.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
19 Tigers! Hawk 70! Hawk 70!
So early movement from the backfield, Brock. They jumped the gun a bit, and that brings out the flag. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time.
Here we go, set! 60 Bison, 60 Bison! Panther 60, Panther 60, Mustang 19!
Operating from the gun, here's Sanders. That's caught, here's Quinshawn Judkins. And they won't manage a ton. This gets to about the 26. Play made there by Clark Phillips.
Brings up 3rd down.
Falcons going with a dime package here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18. Rattler, 18 Rattler. Sixty Maverick, 60 Maverick. Ready.
3rd and long for him here. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Returning it from the 4. He's got a lane up past the 30. And a good effort here as he gets it out past the 35-yard line.
At their own 36-yard line.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Williams. On the move, headed right. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down. Williams set to pass. Completed over the middle. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. Offensive line fast.
And the Falcon 1st down.
1st down, Williams. He's going to loft one deep to the left. He's got it inside the 10. And he's going to be sent out of bounds on a play that sends them all the way down into the red zone. Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
From the red zone now. Well, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. And the Browns will get it back with some time to work with. We reached the 2-minute warning. Nice field position here for the Browns as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, set, tap, 19, Tiger, 19, Bronco 80. 79 Broncos.
Working out of the gun, Sanders. Has him on the quick hitter. And they make the tackle at the 38. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns 1st down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Cougar 19.
Shotgun handoff here for Dunkins. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. They break the huddle. It's 2nd down now.
70 Lions.
Running the draw here with Junkins. This one isn't looking much better, Brock. He's handed another loss. That's 2 in a row. They've got 3rd down now coming up. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd.
60 Bobcats. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
3rd and long here for Sanders. Caught by his running back, Junkins. And this one does not go far. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. Spencer Schrader ready for the field goal try. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. Has the direction, but not the distance. It falls just short. And this stays a 3-possession game.
You know, we get on that field in pregame, and these kickers make it look so easy. But in real action, it's a totally different animal. That was definitely on line. Just didn't quite get all of it. It's going to wind up just a few feet short.
Forced out to his right. And all that pursuit pays off. They track him down and drop him well behind the line of scrimmage. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Following the sack, they need a big chunky yards here, Brock. It is 2nd down and very long. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he will get this inside the 30.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Williams to throw on first. Called in left side. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
17-yard line.
Out of the pistol, Williams. That one's complete, right side. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives him a first and goal. Offense in the hurry up here.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
And he spiked it just in time, so now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. And this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. And cut in the end zone for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons get more points to end a lopsided first half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead. So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Power squib kick is taken in. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return coming from the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
At their own 20-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Drive start to the quick throw left, complete. And a nice chunk there, about 7. He's up to the 27.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that
pressure coming, and he's taken down. The Browns got him. Working quickly here.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and 13.
Williams on the play action. He's in trouble and gets brought down again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
Kate, you know I love to say that the NFL game is a game of adjustments. You come out of halftime, and you know you've got to impact the quarterback. You got to get home, and it's exactly what they do on this opening drive.
Fourth and forever coming up. And we'll go for it, Williams. Got a lot behind this one. Downfield it goes. And a completion not in the cards on that 4th and goal. They passed on 3 points, and they'll wind up with none.
Well, there was no way that defense was going to pass up on that opportunity. I dare to say that was the most energetic and frenzied we've seen them all game. I don't think they could believe the offense would go for it that deep in their own territory.
60 Eagles, 6. Ready.
1st and goal, Jenkins. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. Working quickly here.
3-yard line.
Hot 70, hot 70.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Buffalo 80. Roll, roll, roll. Ready.
It's Judkins again. And he won't get anything this time. They stop him at the 4. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. So the flag is declined, and now, Brock, they got to figure out what they want to do on 4th and goal.
Ready.
3rd and goal. The offense hoping something can finally go right here.
Here we go. Set. Ready.
Sanders setting the pass. A little screen pass for Judkins. It's a Cleveland touchdown. The Browns start the second half with some needed points. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Return starts at the 3.
Well, that's the case of either overthinking things or somehow not thinking enough on that kickoff return. You got to think the 20-yard line is worst case. Instead, the coverage team sticks him with a really long field ahead.
First down throw by Williams. Jump off caught by his back. And he reaches the 17-yard line as he's hauled down.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Working from the gun, Williams. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're ruling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in, but out of bounds.
3rd and 2, Williams. He's going to try another deep one here. Well, they had the look, certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect. And now they're stuck facing 4th down.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
4th down, Williams. He finds him beyond the marker. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down. It's an 8-yard gain, and a great call there on 4th down. Keeps this drive moving.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Again, it's Williams. Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
That's a throw at this level. There's so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. Got to be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Still 10 to go. It's 2nd down now from the 26. Sticking in the air, it's Williams. He beams one deep right side. Big gain downfield. All the way, that's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons grow their lead yet again.
35, Browns 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. This return starts at the 5. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Got it. Ready?
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10.
Set. Catch, go.
On the give, here's Junkins. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's going to be good for a Cleveland first down.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from first down to first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, geez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
Viking 18.
Undercrush, undercrush, undercrush.
First down, and they go right back to him. Winning their full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Set up. 19. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Chop 60. Chop 18.
Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. It's the Browns with the ball, but they enter this 4th quarter at a massive deficit.
Ready.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
18. Pioneer. Set. Ready. Cougar 19. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Set up.
To the air, Sanders. That's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a first down.
Kate, I've probably seen a million balls thrown in my life, and maybe even more, from the time I was in high school all the way here to the pros, and over all these decades of watching guys throw it. And I'll tell you what, I never get tired of watching a laser like that.
19 tight. 19 tight. Set go.
On first down, here's Sanders. Buys time, rolling right. No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ready? 19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Ready,
Junkins running between the tackles. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
'70 Timberwolves. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
3rd and long, they're going to throw. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. Picked off by Billy Bowman.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
taken from the gun to start. 1st and 10. On play action, here's Williams. This is Loveland working the right side. And he's going to be hauled out on a gain across midfield down inside the 45-yard line. Give him 37 on the play. And that's a Falcon 1st down.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Williams on 1st down. Throwing for the back of the end zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons keep running away with this. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
Extra point from Aubrey is up and good. And the Falcons tack on 7 more to their lead.
42. Browns 10.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
On the set.
The Browns, nice field position here as they start out 1st and 10.
Come on, set. 70 Timberwolf. Go.
Zone read, this is Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Here's the backup. First throw. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
They don't complete a high percentage of these, but even the incomplete deep shots serve a purpose. It keeps the defense honest, knowing if they overcommit close, they could get burned.
Tried to connect, but it winds up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So that brings up 4th and long.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He put everything he had into this one. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Austin put in motion right. 1st down, Williams. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Has him on the quick hitter. And stop me if you've heard this before, Brock. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Falcons are running them out of the building.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. If you're out, check. Secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue adding on to that lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Cleveland about ready to go. Here's first and 10.
Smash! 60 Eagles! 60!
Judkins out the middle. Has room down the left sideline. It's inside the 10. And this is all for cosmetics as he's in for the late touchdown. The Browns making the scoreboard look a touch better.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run, but you know what I really love? I really love watching those linemen. And they just get to celebrate. They love an explosive play like that. Doesn't mean a long extended drive, just a whole bunch of celebration.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he'll reach the end zone. They get 2 more points to help attack that deficit. You know what? Good for them there. This one's pretty out of hand, but hey, they're still putting in the effort, still putting up points before heading home today.
How do you eat an elephant, Kate?
Ooh, I love that one. One bite at a time.
1 2-point conversion at a time. 8 points at a time. When you're down this big, that's all you could do on your side is just keep on digging and keep on eating bite by bite.
So first down from the 41. Receiver in motion going left. First down, Williams to throw. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. They're on it, that's intercepted. Denzel Ward makes the play. We'll set up just shy of their own 45 after that interception and return.
You know what this is, Kate? This is the practice field coming to life. Really on both sides of the ball. Right, you watch defensive coaches preach all the time, and they work on these returns to get to the near sideline, everybody to get a block. And then for those offensive players to show the effort to go chase that down so it's not a pick six. Yeah, it stinks for the offense, but that was the practice field coming to life for everybody to see.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with first and goal.
7-yard line.
Here we go, set!
Working inside the red zone. And he's got it, so they'll pull a little ways back with a touchdown. The Browns parlay the interception into points. David Njoku, the touchdown. Well, we all know that he's somebody they like to have working down near the end zone, Brock, and there is so many ways they know how to use him down there.
Yeah, things are constantly different down there when you're trying to defend him, which is what makes defending him so tough, borderline impossible at times. He can make the smallest little tweaks to his route just like a receiver would. It's a totally different animal, a nightmare for these defenses.
And he goes down, the pressure gets home, and they will not take another 2 off that lead. With time ticking away, they prepare for a must-get onside kick. And the Falcons cover off the kick. Well, I guess they kind of had to do it here, Brock.
Yeah, it's called a have to. Yeah, kind of have to at this point of the game, huh?
Okay, but like most things in this game, it did not work out for them.
Yeah, let's face it, even if they do recover that, probably not going to find a way to win. But this is a time where you work on things, where you do build to the following week. Got to find a way to flush this because it's just not been their kind of game.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. All right, there's going to be the last play before the 2-minute warning. Williams thrown again here on second down. Chased out to his right. And they get to him way behind the line on this one and take him down. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Cleveland. Falcons about to stay unbeaten once again. This is a tough spot to be in. It's third and very long. Off the play fake, Williams. Catch made by Austin. And this is not going to do the job. They don't even let him get back to the line. It's fourth down. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. On fourth down, it's Williams. Oh, brother, it's another interception. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And the Browns get it back after making their third first-half interception.
Well, we're watching the defense not just generate turnovers, but really add to them. A return like that, think about it. That's 4 or 5 plays that you just saved your offense from as they try to make that interception, yet another one, count.
And it is intercepted, but he couldn't stay in bounds. Ooh, offense catches a break there. So after the incomplete pass, here's second and goal. Judkins will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at second. Well, might as well go for it here, Brock. They're going to try fourth and goal. Desperation time here. Intercepted in the end zone. And the Falcons take over on his 5th interception of the season. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. First and 10. Man in motion here. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Catch made by Loveland. And he's able to get it to the 21 as he goes down. Just a yard left to go on second down. They're going to pass it here. And they pick him off again. Breaks the tackle. He's got space ahead. And the Browns have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
You know what? With yet another interception, you know what it might be time to do, Kate? Just run the football. Run it.
Here we go. 10. Hey, Buffalo 18. Come 19. Come 19. 60 Maverick. 60.
Back to work after throwing the pick. And the defender comes away with it. And the Falcons will take over as this gets brought out to the 20-yard line. First call here coming from the shotgun.
At their own 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
A run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
He's going to try to drop it in deep right. This is brought in at the 15. The Falcons take a timeout to their final one. So a massive gain, and all of a sudden we've got first and 10 inside the red zone. From the red zone on first. Brought in. And he's brought down after a short gain. Running clock adding a sense of urgency to these proceedings.
A gain of 2 brings up second and 8 at the Browns.
Working from the gun, Williams. And we shouldn't be surprised as they connect in the end zone for yet another touchdown. The Falcons continue piling it on here in the 4th. Aubrey good on the point after. And they'll continue adding to their lead.
56, Browns 24.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. Has this at the 6. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30.
Take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10.
19 tight. 70 Lions.
Not deterred by that pick. He's thrown again. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. That's caught at the 25. And this won't affect the outcome, but a positive note to end it as he scores as time expires. The Browns putting up points in a game decided. So 6 points at the buzzer, Brock, but 0 effect on our final outcome.
Yeah, I get that, but I'll tell you what, that'll be one of the first plays they watch in the film room this coming week. Like you said, they lose whether that's scored or not, but Coach will always, always emphasize effort on the field. And reaching that end zone to end an already decided game, that is effort with a capital E.
One is through, so take a final point off of what's still a pretty big lead as this game comes to a close. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the